Hi everybody, there's me Barney. This is part 2, so I need to be able to keep my voice down. This is a wee box of clothes that I kept that Jasmine used to wear when she was a tiny baby to dress her reborn doll up in. I also want to do a little tag I thought would have been fun. Sorry Barney, the box is in his way. I thought it would have been fun. Maybe this tag's already been done, I'm not sure. Thought it would be fun to do it and to share mine with you. So the reborn tag is this. How did your doll hobby start? Well, for me, my doll hobby started when I was a little girl. I've always loved dolls, and that's something my partner doesn't get. Um, he doesn't understand now that I have real babies, why I still feel this attraction to reborn dolls. But I mean, that's just it. I am a baby doll person, and I've always been like that since I was wee. My very first doll was a Tiny Tears doll. It peed in the potty and it cried and all this carry on, and I just loved that doll. My next doll after that was a toddler doll. Now she didn't laugh or cry or anything. She was just a normal soft-bodied vinyl um, toddler doll. I carried her everywhere. She had blonde hair and 2 pigtails, and she wore a wee tartan dress and wee tartan ribbons to match her pigtails. And I called her Annabelle, and I just thought she was the best doll ever. My third doll then was one of, well, they're now vintage. Both of these ones I'm about to mention are vintage. Can't remember what the name of it is offhand. I was looking at it not that long ago on eBay. That's how I know it's vintage. It was a full body baby boy vinyl doll, but it was very, very realistic with the umbilical cord and all on it. And it was a bit hard to pose it, as far as I remember. It's like its arms and its legs were a bit stiff. And I remember that we could never get clothes to fit it, so the doll was practically naked all the time, which wasn't great, because we never could find any clothes to fit it, so it wasn't a big attraction. Then the next doll I got was one of the Mattel Miracle Move dolls, and that was the dearest doll my mother ever paid for me. It was £50 at the time, and it was really, really soft and squishy, like proper silicone. And then it had a cloth body as well, and it went to sleep and it wakened by itself, and it took its bottle and made different noises and talked and different things, and I just thought it was great. Then after that I didn't really have any dolls then until I came to Randallstown, which was about 10 years ago, and I started collecting then porcelain dolls, but there's not the same appeal um, with the porcelain dolls, pardon me, as what there is with the baby dolls. Um, and then after the porcelain dolls, I then started with the reborn dolls, and I had been looking when I was 16. I had been looking at what was Ashton Drake dolls at the time, but my mother refused to buy me one because they were so dear at £100. And I'm thankful now I didn't get one, since I know that they're not proper reborns. So I didn't really get a proper reborn until I was 29 years old, which was what, last year, the year before, 28, 29, 2 years ago, when I discovered that a member of my partner's family also shared the reborn doll hobby, and me and her then shared it together, which made it a lot more exciting. And although I don't technically collect them at the minute, although I would like to get back into it again, whenever I have spare time, which isn't very much at the minute, and obviously less spare time when the second baby comes along. But it's just nice to have something to you know to do, and I love the reborn community and doing the videos, and making friends with all of you. And even though I don't, well, I'm not exactly collecting the dolls at the minute, I still feel very much part of the reborn community, and you've made Jasmine very welcome. I was looking at my channel last night and I couldn't believe it. Um, Last year I didn't even have 100 subscribers, And I looked last night and I've got 158 subscribers. Where did you all come from? Absolutely amazing. I was so excited last night. Couldn't believe it. 158 subscribers. Amazing. Um, so yes, my partner doesn't get it mainly because I had the Reborn dolls to help with my infertility. But if I'm being honest, I am just a baby doll person. I mean, if I'm out shopping or whatever in the charity shops and I happen to see a doll, whether it's a child's doll or a reborn doll or whatever, I get excited. At my age, 30 years, I get excited, like I'm still a little girl. I can't help it. I still feel such a strong attraction to baby dolls, particularly reborn, such a strong connection. And my poor partner doesn't get that at all. He thinks I'm not, I'm not right in the head. And sometimes I do wonder myself. I've got two real babies now. Why do I still feel this connection to these reborn dolls? Um, and I can't really get my head around that. I know there is people in the same situation as me that have children and they still collect reborn dolls. I mean, it's just, I don't know, it's just a hobby ever since I was a child, that I have loved, and I just can't seem to let go of it. Um, does anybody, um, can anybody sympathize with me? Does anybody else feel the same? Or is it just me that feels like this? Because at times I do sit and say to myself, you need to get a grip. You've got two real babies there. What are you doing wanting a reborn doll and things like that? And I just can't help it. And I think it doesn't help either that these clothes that don't fit Jasmine anymore. I mean, there was the wee dress that I knitted her, and I mean, at the minute it's not. Well, she probably would still fit into this wee dress now. Maybe not, but it's not really the weather for it. And there's this lovely wee dress here. Now I don't know yet whether we're having a boy or a girl with the next baby, and you know, I have kept some of Jasmine's because she has too many clothes. I did keep some of her other clothes in case we did have a baby girl, but these were ones that I felt were really special to me that I couldn't throw out, that would be lovely to put on a reborn doll, preferably a reborn doll for her or me. I suppose it doesn't really matter. It'd be nice if we had one each, and if she was interested in the hobby, then we could share it together. I wouldn't feel so barmy then, if you like. But I mean, look at that. I mean, the knitted clothes, really. I mean, I knitted that, and I don't want to throw it out, and I don't want to give it away. And I guess having these nice clothes like that, you know, has made me you know, want to have a reborn doll again, or want to continue, if you like, with my reborn doll hobby, just so that I can put this, on something, because they're too good to throw out. Am I making sense here? Or am I the only one that feels like this? Somebody please help. Somebody please help. Somebody out there is bound to know that I'm making sense. I mean, I can't talk to it with my partner because he doesn't get it, and he's a man. Men don't get it anyway. But it's too cute to throw out. So I still have this. This is the reborn baby special box, shall we call it? This was a little jumper too that my partner's auntie knitted for Jasmine as well, in special wool. So that's part of the special box. That was her little hairband, which doesn't, or yeah, her little headband, which doesn't fit her anymore, which would look lovely in a doll. And the hat that I also knitted as well. Wee bandana bib, I thought would look cute. Oh, flip, get it round the right way, will you? Wee bandana bib, I thought would look cute. What else have we got? As I say, some of these probably wouldn't fit a tiny baby reborn doll, but they might fit bigger. Another little cardigan she used to wear. This was her Disney. Lots of giggles. Her Disney top as well. I kept this little blanket. This was one of her first blankets, and I kept it as well because it's so soft. Now her first outfit that she wore and different things like that, I put them into Jasmine's keepsake box, and I'll be giving that keepsake box to her along with a lovely wee record book that my mummy bought us. It doesn't have any pictures in it because I don't have access to a printer, or anything, unfortunately, to print pictures out, but it has wee records in, like when she got her first tooth and different things like that. So I'll be presenting her with her keepsake box with her wee first outfit and all in it, on her record book when she's maybe 16 or 18, when she's older. These were brand new, but unfortunately we didn't get them until past the summertime. So again, they're not really winter wear, and they were brand new. They were never worn. Most of Jasmine's stuff actually was brand new and never worn. This was a nice wee butterfly dress. I'm sorry, I'm trying to do this with one hand again. Nice wee butterfly dress. I'm just trying to show you stuff briefly. There's that much in here. Wee shorts, wee pink polka dot shorts, or wee tops. Wee tops, or wee. I love this cupcake baby grow. I couldn't bear to throw that out. I feel really stupid, at times. And the wee hearts one, the pink hearts, couldn't bear to throw that out. And I wasn't in two minds as to whether to get, the memory bears made with her sleep suits. But to be honest, there's that many bears down there that no, I done away with that idea. These was the wee pink booties. If you remember, I done that for the gender reveal, so I kept those. This was wee pants and dress set. Now these are 3 to 6 months, but they were tiny on her, because they were small fitting. These here my mum got her, so I didn't want to throw them out. That was the pants, and that was the dress to match. So it was with wee bow and all on it. Too cute to throw out. Wee pair of tights. Now some of you know she can't wear tights because she's allergic to tights. They bring her out in a massive rash, so she can't wear tights, but they'd be nice for a reborn doll. A few wee tiny baby vests. This was one of her first outfits in the summertime. Tiny baby. I don't know if you remember that, if I've done any videos with that on. Some of her wee tiny nappies. Her wee tiny tatty teddy trousers. Another little knitted hat. A wee brush I left in there for the reborn doll. And this was another little outfit that she wore as well that I liked, if I can get it out. Wee pair of would you get out? Wee pair of pink dungarees. I'm not very good at doing these videos anymore with one hand, sure I'm not. So that's a few of the stuff there, from the special box that I kept for. That would do to dress her new reborn doll in. And if the next baby isn't a girl, then the other pile of clothes as well, some of which is brand new in there as well, that my partner's been gathering up just in case it's a girl too, and everybody else is gathering up clothes anyway for the next baby. So I could nearly open up a clothes shop at some stage. I was actually thinking of doing that. not exactly a clothes shop, but like a reborn clothes shop, and maybe sell the items like separately, maybe do like wee outfit bundles or something like that, if that would be something people would be interested in, because I couldn't believe it. I've offered clothes free on the local buy and sell sites and everything, and people just don't seem to want them. And I'd rather than go to somebody that's going to use them. And why not reborn dolls? People's crying out for clothes for the reborn dolls in all different sizes. So I'll let you know if I'm doing that. It'll probably be a group I'll have on Facebook if I have the time to photograph everything that is, because there is a brave lot of stuff there, like the bundles I showed you the other night, and then there's the other big bag. So there is a brave lot of stuff to photograph there. So if I do decide to do that, I'll let you know. So yes, that is how my not exactly reborn doll, but that's how my doll hobby started. I've always been a bit of a girly girl. Sorry, I stopped talking because I heard somebody moving out in the hall, and I hope I haven't woke her up. So I'm gonna go and check on her. and I forgot to bring the scan picture in with me, but I'll show you the scan picture in another video another time. So I hope to see you all again soon, and you can let me know what you think about my ideas and whatnot, or if there's any other type of dolls, baby dolls you think would be suitable for Jasmine rather than a reborn doll, you know. So I'll talk to you all soon. Bye.